India's Supreme Court has made a precedent-setting ruling on same-sex marriage. The justices are refusing to legalize it and calling on India's parliament to decide the issue. The CBC's South Asia correspondent Salima Shivji is in New Delhi with the details.
Outside of India's highest court here in the capital, there was a lot of nervous anticipation this morning and a lot of hope as well from the main petitioners, the same-sex couples who were arguing in front of the Supreme Court that they should have the right to marry just as any other couple here in India. But that hope quickly turned to disappointment as the judges continued to read out their very long judgment this morning when it became rapidly clear that they were not going to legalize same-sex marriage. The five-judge bench basically decided that the court doesn't have the power to do that, to legalize same-sex marriage. They say it's up to Parliament, and the court's role is just to interpret the law.
People who are actually petitioners and who were hoping that their unions will gain that legal sanctity, that has been left to the domain of Parliament. And, from experience, we feel that Parliament always lacked the will to legislate on this aspect. So leaving it to the Parliament, it'll be a long wait for the couples.
The judges did specify repeatedly that queer rights should be protected, and they did agree with the government's proposal that an expert panel should be set up to strengthen the rights of the LGBT community here in India. But still, it is a long road ahead for those couples and those people who are fighting for their rights for same-sex couples to be able to marry here in India. A lot of them are telling me that there is bitter disappointment, there is a little bit of heartbreak, and many are saying that they're just tired because this has already been a long fight. But there are some positives from the couples that I have been speaking to. They say at least there has been awareness over this issue that has been brought up in India. People are talking about it, they say, and that will lead towards more social acceptance in a country that is very traditional when it talks about marriage and gender roles. So they say that is a positive. They also say that they are determined to fight. One of the main petitioners told me, in no other country were rights for LGBT community and same-sex couples handed over on a platter. And he says India is no different, and he's determined to keep fighting for that right. Salima Shivji, CBC News, Delhi.